the glow off my skin is unmatched. I feel like pink pepper is just a bit of me. That's crazy. Through. I honestly just feel like I found my perfect SPF. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my summer empties. I think I've got about 3 months worth of products here, so we've got quite a bit to get through. I've got mainly skincare, so I think I'm going to start there because I've got 2 makeup products and a few body care items as well. But I think if we start with skincare, that's going to be the most exciting to watch. If you've not checked out my previous empties videos, you will see probably a theme of products which I've emptied. I feel like this was in my last product empties. It's the Garnier Brightening Vitamin C Cream Cleanser. I've definitely used a bottle of this before, I'm sure, and I just love it. I've already got another bottle on the go which is almost empty, so that will probably be my next empties video. I feel like I just have to repurchase it because nothing gets my skin as glowy and kind of like just brightening in general. Like, it literally does what it says on the bottle. It's so brightening and I feel like it does just cleanse your skin so well. I do use this as a second cleanse, so I normally use a balm cleanser or any sort of other cleanser, to be fair, first, like an oil or a balm normally, and then I'll go in with this. But honestly, like, the glow off my skin is unmatched from when I'm using this, and I use a lot of cleansers and I know that this is the key ingredient. I love vitamin C anyway, but this one is top tier for me. I'm not really a face mask person, but I do have a lot of face mask products, so I'm really trying to work my way through them. I think I'm going to do Project Pan next year, so stay tuned for that. So a lot of my face masks will probably be on Project Pan. So this is the Oskia London, I think it's the Renaissance mask. Yeah, the Renaissance mask. This is just a mini actually, but I do really like it. I honestly scooped all of it out. This basically resurfaces your skin, so if you're looking for smooth glowing skin, then this is the one for you. I think you put it on for about 10 minutes and then if you add water you can emulsify it down, and honestly it just works so well. I've used it quite a lot and every single time I'm amazed with the result. Next up, we've got a mini travel size. It's the Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier. Again, another cult classic. I always take this traveling with me. I tend to only use micellar water when I'm actually doing my makeup. I don't use it to particularly remove my makeup, but I love using this to just kind of, if I've got mascara somewhere, I'll just quickly wipe it away. If I'm obviously like putting my foundation on with my fingers or something, then I just love this, so you can't really go wrong. Next up, an absolute staple that I've been using every single day, it's the CeraVe SPF Facial Moisturizing Lotion. Again, I think this is maybe like my third one of these that I've gone through. One of the biggest changes I've made to my skincare routine this year is religiously wearing SPF, and I struggle to put SPF on if it's not in a moisturizer because I don't like the feel of having a moisturizer and a separate SPF. Just, I feel like my skin is like too tacky and I just don't like it. But this moisturizer I don't find tacky at all and I really do get on with it. I've not had any like pilling or anything, which I get a lot with SPFs, so I honestly just feel like I found my perfect SPF. And also the packaging just makes it so easy to use because it's kind of like suctioned, so you don't have to like physically squeeze the bottle yourself, it just comes out in the pump. Easy for traveling. I mean, honestly, I can't really say anything bad about this. Like I said, I've repurchased it multiple times and I've already got another one on the go. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Lip Oil. I do love this, but it comes with quite a hefty price tag for the like size of the product and how much you're actually using it, but I will say I do really love it. Like, I can't think of a bad thing to say about it other than the price tag. So if you've got no limit or you want to treat yourself to a nice lip oil, then this is a lovely lip oil, so I wouldn't begrudge you that. But I do feel like it's quite expensive for what it is, and I did actually use the dupe of this in Aldi and I wouldn't say there was much difference, but I do think, if, like I said, if you're going to treat yourself, then fair enough, but is it really worth that amount of money? I'm not too sure. Next up, this is the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser by Allies of Skin. This is actually a balm cleanser, but it comes in a tube, which I actually don't think I've ever had a balm cleanser in a tube, so this is quite new for me, but I appreciate the packaging. I thought it was really lovely. As a cleanser, absolutely loved, 100% would repurchase. I think I got this on a Black Friday deal this time last year. I got this and another cleanser as well, and both of them I really love, but like I said, I would definitely repurchase this one. Don't know if it has a scent, let me check. No, I don't think it has a scent. You should be fine if you have like any irritation or anything. It's got amino acids, moringa oil, safflower oil, don't know what that is, green and white tea extracts, pH balanced cleanser, hydrates and brightens as it breaks down grime, pollution, SPF makeup. Definitely really good as a first cleanser. Some cleansers I wouldn't recommend as a first cleanser because they don't really like get into your skin enough for me, but this one literally removed everything on the first go. So if you're looking just for like a really good hydrating cleanser, then I'd say this is the one for you. Another staple in a lot of people's routines is the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This is the Serenity one, so this smells really, really good. It kind of smells like, it kind of smells like the classic scent, but I would say it's got more of like a spa vibe to this one. I don't know if they actually do this one anymore, because I think when I posted about it on Instagram, someone was saying like they've never seen it before and like they couldn't find it on the website. So I don't know if they actually still produce this one, but I have a feeling I got it in like a collection of some sort. But if they do have this scent, then 100% I would recommend it, because I know the original scent isn't for everyone's taste. So maybe try this one out, or one of the other ones. I know they do an unscented one as well, but as a cleansing balm, then there's a reason that this is a cult classic, because any strip of makeup that you've got on your skin, this will just get it off in one go. And like I said, I like using this with another cleanser just to kind of use this to remove everything, and then use the other cleanser to kind of actually cleanse your skin. And if you've got like a vitamin C or something, then that's actually working on your skin. But LMS cleansing balms kind of are 2-in-1, because I feel like, yes, they're cleansing your skin, but they are also just, for me, it's more of like a holistic experience where you do feel like you're in a spa if you're using one of their cleansing balms. So definitely recommend this one. Next up, I actually got sent this in PR, so I was really grateful. It's the Skin and Me Daily Dose at Night Serum, Hydration and Glow. Now, Skin and Me were always like a prescription service, and I feel like this year they've branched out into doing non-prescription based serums and products. So I know they launched like SPFs and things like that, but they've also got actual serums now which come in like the infamous Daily Dose of packaging. I know you can't see at the minute because I've actually obviously used it all, but you basically just twist that and you get 1 day's worth of product is the kind of like USP of them. And so I do really love the packaging for that, because you're not thinking, am I using too much, am I using too little of something, like they've measured out for you already. So I really like that aspect of it. Definitely very like user friendly if you're not used to kind of applying skincare and things like that. This one is for dry to normal, because it's got hyaluronic 7, ectoin complex, niacinamide and collagen amino acids. I did find that my skin was really hydrated using this. I probably would purchase it again, to be fair, because like I said, I do really like the packaging. Also really easy for traveling if you're not wanting to take multiple serums. This is obviously doing quite a few things in one, so would probably recommend that, to be fair. I didn't have any issues with it, and like I said, just very simple. If you want a stripped back routine, then this is probably a good place to start. Another serum that I got sent was the Ordinary Multi Antioxidant Radiant Serum. Quite a long title, I have to say, but I did really like this serum. I would actually like to repurchase it at some point. It was very kind of like calming on my skin. Again, no irritation or anything like that. You definitely don't need to pair it with any other serums, but if you wanted to, I feel like this would work well with other serums, because it was a very light texture. It wasn't like a thick or gel like serum. I don't think I've got any left to even show you. No, I haven't. I literally used every drop in this bottle. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I think it's a bit on the pricier side for the Ordinary serums, but because it has multiple properties in it, I think that's why, because obviously the Ordinary tend to like break down kind of by ingredient, don't they, the kind of serums and things. But this one, and again, if you want like more of a stripped back routine, I definitely would recommend this. So far there's been nothing that I wouldn't recommend other than just the price of this lip oil, but that's obviously very subjective. As a product, I still really loved it. So I've had a really good couple months, to be fair, with all these products. Next up is an eye cream, which, funny story, didn't actually realise this was an eye cream until I was on holiday, and then I was like, wait a sec, I feel like I just looked at the packaging for some reason and I was like, this says eye serum, not serum. I thought this was a travel size of the vitamin C serum, which I also had. I thought it was like a full size and then a travel size, but it wasn't. It was a full size vitamin C and the eye serum, not a travel size of anything. So I've literally been using this all over my face, so that was really stupid of me. But this is the Strivectin Multi-Action Super C Dark Circle Brightening Eye Serum. So definitely just use it on your eyes. Don't use it all over your face like me, although I don't think there was any harm in doing that. I feel like I was just wasting a lot of product basically. So when I actually used it on my eyes, and even when I was using it on my face, to be fair, I really loved it. I love the Strivectin vitamin C serum as well, which is more, that's like a runny liquid, whereas this is more of like a gel texture, I would say. Fragrance free, so you're not going to have any irritation. I know vitamin C can be irritating for some people, but that tends to be because of like the dosage of the vitamin C as well. But if this is fragrance free as well, then hopefully that would help kind of counteract any of the sensitivity that you might feel. I didn't have any sensitivity when I used it, but I do love vitamin C and my skin doesn't have any issues with it. So maybe just like do a patch test before you use it on your eyes if you were using that. But I do really love this range and 100% would recommend it. Just don't recommend putting it all over your face when it's just for your eye. Another eye cream which I absolutely loved. I'm not sure if I got sent this in PR or not, I'll have to check, but either way, love it. I think this is the first thing I've used from Pi as well as a brand, but this is the System D Calm Ceramide Cooling Eye Serum. Another serum rather than a cream. I feel like people or brands maybe want to branch out from just using creams because serums are more light on your skin, I guess, and not as like thick and heavy as a cream. So it depends what you're going for. This was very cooling, so every time I used it I did really feel it refreshed around my eyes, so I really liked that aspect of it. And I did actually use it straight from the applicator. Like normally I'd kind of like dot on an eye cream and then use my finger, but I did actually just go straight in and use the applicator for that because obviously I'm the only one using it, so I wasn't really bothered about kind of germs or anything, and I only ever used it when I just double cleansed. So yeah, I wasn't really like concerned about using just the applicator on me, but I know that for sanitary reasons you probably shouldn't, but I thought it was great for applying it as well. So yeah, no issues with that. 100% I would actually just repurchase that straight away. Another eye kind of product is the NYK1 Lash Force Serum. I love this stuff so much. I'm already on my next bottle of it. I get a lot of compliments on my eyelashes, and these are my own eyelashes. I actually stopped using the serum whilst I was buying my new one for probably like a month, where I just like hadn't repurchased my new one, and already I could tell the difference. So now I'm probably on like week 2 maybe of using the serum again, and I can already see the kind of growth again. I've used a couple other eye serums, but lash serums, but they've definitely not had the same effect. So this one is definitely my go-to. I see such an improvement every single time. I always go back to it. You need to use it for about 6 weeks, they say, before you can actually see a difference. And I know a lot of people are quite scared of lash serums because I feel like there's a lot of either not great ones on the market for starters, or they experience some side effects of like your lashes falling out and things like that, which your lashes do naturally fall out as your hair does. So if I have stopped using it, I don't see a mass shedding of my lashes or anything like that. I feel like it's a really, really solid lash serum, and I've not had any irritation, anything like that with this, and I always recommend it to people, cause especially if you're getting like a lash lift or something. If you start now, by the new year, and if you have a lash lift, your lashes will look incredible. So definitely start now. Like I said, it'll take quite a few weeks to see any progress, especially if it's like your first time using it, but once those results come in, you'll just be hooked. And also this honestly lasts me, I'm going to say probably 6 months, because I only use it at night. I think you can use it morning and night, but I just use it at night, and honestly it just lasts me ages. So even if you think it was a bit expensive, it is worth the investment because it will last you a very long time. The last one for skincare is this sheet mask. Again, I'm trying to like get into using masks again because I just never do it. I don't know why. I don't know what that's all about. But this is the Vital Hydra Solution Sheet Mask from Dr. Jart. It's a single-use mask, so obviously not great for the environment. It's a deep hydration sheet mask. It went on really well. I felt super hydrated. I feel like most sheet masks I feel really hydrated underrated, but this one in particular, I would repurchase it. I feel like they're a bit on the more expensive side, Dr. Jart, but if you can get it in like a set or something like that, like a gift set, then it's a lot better value. But yeah, I really liked this one and would recommend. Next up are just 2 makeup products that I've emptied this month. I've got the Sky High Lash Sensational mascara. That's one of my favourite mascaras. I've actually just opened a fresh one, so I'm very excited to be back on it because I've had a little break from it. I just love the wand. It's very lightweight. I don't know if you can see that properly, but it also has like a bend in it. Like, it's a very bendy wand, so I feel like you can really get like around your lashes, which I really love. And again, like, the price point is drugstore, so it's really affordable and it really stands up against higher end brands. I really do rate this one. And my other empty from the makeup category is this Kiko lipstick, which I actually had in my work bag, and I'm just like, I feel like it's time to say goodbye to that, but I do have a backup because I do love that shade. It is, I actually don't think, yeah, it never has the shade on here, but it's one of the Kiko. If you can recognise that packaging, it's just from Kiko. I don't actually know what shade it is, unfortunately, but I know that I have repurchased it. It's got a number on the bottom. 53481019. Maybe that's a batch code or something, I don't know, but hopefully you can find it if you do want it. I just feel like it goes on so creamy. It's really glossy even though it's a lipstick, and I just love the shade of it. I feel like it really matches my like skin tone and kind of hair colour and everything, and I feel like it just works really well. So yeah, again, another affordable makeup product. Like I said, I feel like I really want to do Project Pan next year, so I will endeavour to use a lot of my makeup products. I feel like I have so much makeup and I love doing my makeup. I feel like I've found a bit more of a rhythm with it at the minute, which is really good, so watch out for that next year. So my empties will probably become a Project Pan update, which will just include empties at that moment in time. But yeah, I feel like that could be a really good goal. I've never done it before, but it's something to like really make me use what I've already got rather than just like buying new blushes and new bronzers and new serums all the time. So keep a lookout for that in the new year. Next up is a category I don't think I've had in an empties before, but correct me if I'm wrong. It is vitamins, but I did get through quite a lot of vitamins in the past couple months. I think maybe I included my magnesium in my last empties, but I'm not 100%. Starting off, we've got 2 packs of the Nutrition Geeks magnesium. I think I bought 3 packs of these, so I feel like one might have been in the last empties, but I could have made that up. But anyway, I've got 2 packs of these, which is 2 months basically. I started taking these. My friend gave me one when I was in Dubai, and I did notice a lot of difference in my sleep. I feel like I struggle to sleep at the best of times. I'm just not a great sleeper, but especially if I'm traveling, kind of like in a new place and all the rest of it. And she was like, why don't you try magnesium? So I did, and I feel like even just with taking one of them, which the recommended is actually 2, but just to see how it was, I just took one, and even just taking one, I noticed that like my thoughts were a lot calmer, and I did find it easier to like get asleep, which is my issue. So when I got back, I bought them myself, and I've been taking 2 a night ever since basically. And I do just find, yes, there's the odd night where I can't sleep still, but in general those are much more few and far between than before I was taking them. So I've been really loving these. I just get them off TikTok. They tend to be on some sort of offer, because at the same time when I ordered those, I ordered the Free Soul 4-in-1 magnesium, which I have also finished because I was just debating which one to get out of these 2 basically, and these were on an offer as well. But when I was taking these, I feel like it just didn't have the same effect. So I thought these might be better because these are 4-in-1 with turmeric, but these are only 3-in-1. So I thought, oh, maybe the 4-in-1 is actually better. But I just don't think they had the same effect. I didn't feel like they worked as well as the Nutrition Geeks one. So I've gone back to the Nutrition Geeks one, but I do still have a couple of these in another bottle, because I think I must have got 2 of each is what I must have done. So I think I might have another bottle of them. Out of those 2, I would definitely recommend these. Like I said, I've already gone back to these as well. The only other vitamin I've got is the Boots Multivitamin Plus Iron. I actually haven't been taking iron, which I really need to do because I'm like constantly low on iron, so I do need to repurchase these and get some more iron supplements. I really like them as just like an easy multivitamin to kind of like hit all your spots rather than taking like one of every vitamin. I feel like that's just quite good to get it in there. It's just one tablet. Definitely take your vitamins if you don't already. I feel like they make such a big difference, especially living in the UK when it's just like dull and depressing all the time. Next up, I'm gonna go to haircare because I've got a couple of minis and then 2 full size to get through. So I've got a mini of the Dove Daily Moisture Conditioner. I got this in a hotel, I think when I was in Canada, and just really loved it. Definitely recommend. I feel like Dove, you can't really go wrong in general, but definitely like shampoos, conditioners, body wash. I can't really think of a Dove product which I've used which hasn't worked, to be fair. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that, and I just love the little travel mini size. Another travel mini I've got is the Aveda Rosemary Mint Hand and Body Wash. I actually thought this was a shampoo, that's why I was including it in the shampoos, but it's actually a body wash. But anyway, the scent of this is incredible, like 100%. I would repurchase this just for the scent alone. I feel like it worked really well, but that scent, it's kind of like tea tree. I know it's saying rosemary mint, but I would actually say it's quite like a tea tree scent, but I assume that is the mint. Like it's very like vibrant, like it wakes you up, so definitely would get that as a full size. And then I've just got 2 shampoos. So I've got the Head and Shoulders Derma Pro Scalp Care Soothing Comfort shampoo. This is really good if you've got a dry or like flaky scalp. You can get these XL bottles from Home Bargains, which I think they're like £6, which I think is a lot cheaper than normal. So definitely recommend going there if you're looking for it. I really find that this sorts my scalp out. I've actually got quite a dry scalp at the minute, so I've got another one of these on the go which I've picked up recently. I think that just the change in seasons, my scalp is always a lot drier. So yeah, definitely recommend this if you're struggling with like dandruff and things like that. This should hopefully help. And something else that will help is a hydrating shampoo, which is what I've got here. This is the OGX Nourishing Coconut Milk Shampoo. I feel like OGX is one of those shampoo brands that I will definitely reach for no matter what the scent is. This actually says new and improved formula, so I don't know what it was like before, but OGX is always sulfate free, so if you don't like using sulfates or they don't react with you well, then OGX is a really good brand to check out. I don't find them too expensive, to be honest. I think I may have got this one from Home Bargains as well because it's quite a big bottle. So yeah, definitely again check out Home Bargains because I always get like my body care and shampoo and stuff from there. They're a lot cheaper, but yeah, I really liked that, and coconut milk as a scent is very nice. And my last couple of things are body care and kind of just like body related. I'll actually start with this perfume. This is the Pink Pepper Jasmine Vanilla Eau de Toilette. It smells so good. This is actually just from M&S. I honestly think it was like £6 or something for the 30ml. I just love this scent. It's giving like £40 perfume. Like the scent of it is just so good. I think I have a tiny bit left. So good. And even just the size of it, again, I might even repurchase this for my holiday because I feel like it's the perfect size. It's exactly what you want. Anything pink pepper, I feel like pink pepper is just a bit of me. Next up is my favourite deodorant, which I don't really want to repurchase now in light of recent events, is the Mitchum 48 Hour Sweat and Odour Protection Pure Fresh scent, which is my favourite scent. Now, I haven't repurchased this because obviously there was that scandal, if you haven't seen, where I don't know why. I think it was something to do with one of the like lower level ingredients. The way that that was formulated was reacting to people different than it normally does. Obviously people thought the formulation had changed and that's why it was causing irritation. I've used this for years and thankfully I normally have like a stockpile of these things, which I did, so I hadn't repurchased it recently, so I didn't experience this. But a lot of people were getting like infected armpits. It was because of this like lower level ingredient change, so I haven't repurchased this since, but I don't know if the formula has like reverted back and they sorted out, because they said it was just a number of batches, which obviously like they recalled. But I am just scared to buy it, to be honest, because I'm just like, I do not want that to happen to me. So whether I go back to this or not, I'm not too sure, but this was what I was using, if you care to know. Next up, we've got the Radox Feel Detox Bubble Bath. I feel like you cannot go wrong with Radox. Any of these scents, to be honest, are really nice, but I do love this one. I think it's got blueberries in it, acai berry scent with mineral clay and herbs. This is quite a relaxing scent, really love it, and again I've repurchased this like a million times. Another product that I bought in Canada but I've since repurchased since I've come back is the Nivea Orange and Avocado Oil. I don't know if it's like a shower gel, to be fair, or just, I don't know what they actually call it. I'd probably say it's a shower gel, but I also used it as like a bubble bath as well. But this scent is honestly incredible. Again, I think I might have had this in an Empties before, or it might be coming up in my next one, but that scent is so good. I think it's mainly the orange. It's just incredible. And even as a bubble bath, I wouldn't normally use something that says shower gel as a bubble bath. I used it as a bubble bath and it was so good, and the whole bath smelled amazing, and it actually created really good bubbles. So I bought it when I've come back and I just love it. So it's not really a winter scent is the only thing I'd say. So I've been using more of a Christmassy scent at the minute, but as a scent in general, I do love it. And I do feel like it is very like hydrating because it's got vitamins and oils in it, and I feel like it does just, it's just a luxurious bath. I love it. Speaking of travel as well, I've got two travel minis, which are the Molten Brown shower gels. I've got one in Heavenly Ginger Lily and one in Flora Lumina. The Ginger Lily is quite a like heated scent, so it's quite like a warm, like fiery scent. And then the Flora Lumina is very, very floral, so like that's not really for me. I mean, neither of them are really for me. That's why I do struggle with Molten Brown with the scents, because there's not that many. I think they do actually have a pink pepper scent, which I do love, but in general there's not many that I actually gravitate towards, because they're more like aftershave type scents, and that's just not my vibe. But I know a lot of people like that. It's just not for me. I do love like that they do the travel minis, and I do find that you only need the tiniest bit because they lather so well, so that is a real selling point. And last up is the Bath & Body Works Champagne Toast Shower Gel. Love this scent. I've repurchased it a couple of times. I normally try and get these in the sale because, like I was just saying, I don't really like to spend that much on a shower gel. I prefer to just get like a big one like this for like a couple of pounds and just make the most of it. But like I said, I do try and get them like in the sale or something because they're just so expensive otherwise. But yeah, I really love this scent if you haven't tried it already. And that is everything for, I'd say that's like my summer empties. I think the last one I did was actually my spring empties, and I think that went up to, so these were like July, August, September empties. So yeah, kind of like height of summer empties, what was I using? I still really love hydrating products. Even though you think winter time is like dry skin, you want hydrating products, I love hydrating products in the summer as well, because you want your glowy skin, you want to feel moisturized if you've been out in the sun. So basically all year round I'm using hydrating products, and obviously keeping on top of my vitamins as well. So that's I feel like my biggest takeaway from the past 3 months is getting introduced to these vitamins and just taking them every night and being like really on top of it. So that's probably my biggest like takeaway of like what have I actually, like what would I recommend out of everything. I probably would actually recommend taking magnesium or just vitamins in general if you don't feel you need magnesium. So probably the M&S perfume, that really stood out to me in the past couple months, and definitely something I would like to repurchase at some point. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm already well underway with my winter empties now, so you'll be seeing that in the new year, obviously after December. So I'll try and upload that in January before I go on holiday. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I'll have one more empties video in January, and then I'll try and do Project Pan next year. That's on my goals, so that'll be quite exciting. I don't know if to do that like maybe monthly or maybe every other month, just so it's not like too much to keep on top of, because I don't know if there'll be much progress month on month. Maybe every other month could be quite good for that, or like I said, every quarter like I've done these empties. So I'll kind of see how it goes probably, but I do really think that's a good target for me to work towards, basically, if I give myself an actual project plan to do it, rather than just saying, oh yeah, I'll try and use more products. So yeah, that's on my agenda for next year. But if there's any videos or anything in particular that you want to see from me, let me know in the comments. And if there's nothing else, then thank you for watching.